Do you feel the pulse?
GNT Sports World, what's going on? Your boy Joel here, Bird Gang. You already know what it is. GNT Sports Talk, fresh off a Super Bowl win. Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? Joel here again. Listen, Bird Gang, you already know Super Bowl champions. I'm not here alone. You already know who's here with me. One of my guys, the third. No, it was what is it? One, two, three. Third wheel. Yeah, no, third wheel, second wheel. But we holding down the fourth for my guy Larry. And with me right now, we have Tone, the promoter. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's going on, Joel? And what's going on, GNT Sports World, man? Episode 79, man. Like you said, fresh off that Super Bowl win, you know what I mean? For y'all guys, man, you know what I mean? Well, we back with another episode, man. And shouts out to, like he said, the third wheel, second wheel, whatever kind of wheel you want to call it. But he's a part of the team, Voltrons, man. Caparoni, man, my guy, man. Shouts out to you, man. As he's home, with his family, you know what I mean? He had a funeral today, you know what I mean? So, prayers up for Cat, man. So let's get it though, y'all.
Yeah, man. 2/3 of the of GNT, man, and unfortunate we got to shed some light on it, man. We it got thrown on our lap, and literally just like in the last 30 minutes, I didn't know I was going to be doing that. That's why I'm fumbling a little bit, but it's all right. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to pull through for GNT Sports Talk, and Larry, man. I mean, shout out to Larry, his family. I mean, we've been getting a lot closer since we've been doing this podcast. And, unfortunately, like it was my turn this past year, and it seems like that dark cloud is over him. So thoughts and prayers. Shout out to Larry, man. I hope they're with you and your family. And you already know if you need anything, just reach out to us, man. I don't know if you got anything else to say on that, Tone.
Yeah, man. Just to pretty much like just piggyback off of what you said, man. Ever since we started doing this, and since episode one, of course we're together a lot more now. We talk a lot more now. So there's more phone calls, there's more text messaging. So, other than this podcast part of it, man, friendships develop or stronger friendships, relationships develop from that. And then, people even on our side, you know what I mean, who we brought with us, we all, get cool and tight and, what I'm saying, build a relationship, man. What I mean, from the folks on your side of your family, man, Cap's side of his family, man, even some of his church family that he that attended our events, this year, man. Definitely here for both of y'all guys, man. So my thoughts and my prayers definitely goes out to Larry and the Marshall family. You know what I'm saying? Death. Obviously, that's a part of life. You know what I mean? We know we're not going to be here forever, but nobody's ever prepared for that day. Um, so we just roll with the punches, man, and we do what we got to do, and being here for one another, man, and having that support system is very key. You know what I mean? Some people don't have anybody, you know what I'm saying, to fall back on or have a prayer for, or what I mean, anything like that, man. So like you said, man, our thoughts and our prayers and everything is to the Marshall family. We gonna hold this down for you, bro. Like you said, you know the number, man. Anything you need, bro, reach out, and we right there, man. So. But to piggyback off of what you were saying though, Joe, when you was like this obviously just got thrown in our laps like literally a half hour ago, and that's why you
Yeah.
stumbling and stuff like that. But we talked about it, on Sunday, man. Like obviously doing a podcast live is hard to do, and what I'm saying, and let's just say if we were in the editing, our podcast and things like that, nobody would have even ever seen that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
but I do feel as though, man, people, supporting our podcast, man, and getting to know us. I mean, not just on the screen, but off screen. I mean, people love that genuine, type of content, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our stuff, I mean, that we even go through comes from it being, on the fly or, what I'm saying, happening like that. So, what I mean, we embrace that, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fumble, you ain't stumble, you know what I'm saying? Like it was supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen, man. So let's get it.
Yeah, man. I mean, you definitely hit the nail on the head on that one, just because of the fact that, I mean, we just we already knew about, the funeral arrangements and all that, but we didn't know like how the day was gonna play out for him or anything like that. And obviously we trying to stay, keep things close to the vest until we have to. And hey, look, man, I think the best content comes from people that just see, that we just real people, bro. Like there's no gimmicks, there's no nothing, there's no script, there's not nothing that we kind of say like, hey Tone, you're gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, or Larry, hey, serve this up, and then we'll follow up, whatever. You know what I mean? It's just more so let's just talk about, how you view the game, I view the game, or a fight, whatever it was, and just the general consensus across the sports world. And there's nothing really, structured besides just us hopping on at the same day at the same time. So I mean,
Hmm.
it's good it's good raw content. You know what I mean? So we just
Right.
take it from there, man. But man, we just got. I'm gonna bore you to death because I know you're not an Eagles fan, but I mean, we have to talk about the Super Bowl. And what was your thoughts on it, man?
My thoughts, I ain't gonna front. I was kind of surprised. And the reason why I would say surprised, not so much of, y'all winning the game. I was just more surprised of how Kansas City just ain't look like poop. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if they really went into it with the right mind frame of trying to attack the defense, you know what I'm saying, y'all defense per se. Um, because, not getting blitzed or not blitzing at one time during the game and coming up with 6 sacks, you clearly you clearly ain't prepared, you know what I'm saying, for I don't know, some quick outs, you know what I'm saying, some dump offs, some quick slants, you know what I'm saying. I don't know if you was just trying to look for the home run, play that of course you need time to for that to develop. And if you only rushing four, that means seven's in coverage. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have seven wide receivers out there and tight ends, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So which means that people were blanketed. You know what I mean? And they just did a poor job of adjusting, you know what I'm saying? And then I think for them on defense, I think their focus was just really too much on Saquon and not anything else. You know what I mean? And then the way their offense, was not doing anything. And then, Mahomes turning the ball over, put them behind the eight ball entirely too much. And then now the game plan is all in disarray. You know what I mean? And the rest of the game clearly went that way. So, you know what I'm saying? If anything, how I viewed the game was I was surprised how they played and just how they was just pretty much dominated, you know what I mean, from first quarter to the game was over. You know what I mean? Like worst game we ever seen Patrick Mahomes play in his career. On any level probably. You know what I mean? So I was like I said, I was surprised more than anything.
Yeah, my bad. I was giving everyone a shout out on IG, but we got a couple people here, man. That joined. Obviously, we got Doughboy, oh D Boy always in there. We got
Here,
Christopher Rogers. Sorry if I gave out your whole government. We got Frank.
Christopher Rogers.
Yeah, we got Boda on here and perfectly flawed. I said
Fraud, perfectly fraud. Decar,
See,
no.
yo, this is the Larry effect. See, I'm trying to do all this stuff that Larry do. I'm sure he probably gonna be like, yo,
Damn, yo, perfectly fraud. I know you're a real fan. Don't let him
she gonna kill me too.
yeah. He said perfectly
Yo,
fraud.
I'm
No, I
trying
think
to
I think
pull up more comments. Oh, there they go. She's probably gonna wreck me now. Hey, look,
yeah,
she's
right.
laughing. Yo, but shout out to IG. And before we even get into the game, yo, shout out to everybody that pulled up the dimensions and got those rally towels, accepted the rally towels as a giveaway on the behalf of GNT Sports Talk. But
Yeah.
more importantly, understanding the assignment because them rally towels was rolling, the place was lit, everybody was man, I cannot thank you guys enough, man. I mean, it was just it's just seeing that, you know what I mean? It meant the world to us just because of the fact that it's really a movement, what we trying to do. And we, like Tone always refers to, we doing this from the muscle. It's like, look, man, we doing it on the strength of just us, you know, every Wednesday we come on the show, we do the show, and we just want that support, man, and that love back. And look, it's a two-way thing. Like we want you guys to comment, talk to us about the content, give us ideas, let us know your thoughts, and it's a two-way thing. It's not just hey, we want you guys to come on, listen to us, and what we say goes, or we're right, we're you guys wrong, whatever. We want it to be a two-way street, so please give us that feedback. But as far as this game, man, I mean, like I said on the live podcast before the game. I spoke to Larry and Will the day before, and I'm just like, I just can't see us losing this game. But I didn't think it was going to be that easy, man. I mean, it just so happened to be in New Orleans, and they had the perfect newspaper, Big Easy, and it was an easy win, man. And man, I'm so damn proud of that team, man. And man, yep, MVP right there. Jalen put, all the naysayers and anyone doubting his talents and his abilities right to bed with that win and convincing. Second time he outperformed Mahomes in the Super Bowl, and this time he got the victory and the MVP, man. So shout out to the Eagles and all the Eagles fans. I know you guys going crazy. And if you're going to that parade on Friday, man, be safe out there. I know it's going to be crazy. They expecting over 1 million people out there. So any other things you were surprised about during the game?
Um, I mean, we could talk about the halftime performance. You know what I'm saying? We could chime in on that if you want to. But like I said, man, just surprised that they just couldn't do anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I was just you know, trying to not see, like how good y'all defense, really is. Because that's pretty much what it was, man. And yeah, they want to give credit to the front four, which they should. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where it starts at, in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be beefy paws. You know what I'm saying? Up front. You know what I'm saying, to get that pressure on the quarterback. But to me, I would have to give the nod to the back end pause. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to defend. You got to defend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the front four can get there. You know what I'm saying? But if the quarterback ain't got nobody to throw it to, he's going to keep the ball until somebody either gets open, or you know what I'm saying, or it's a window he think he may fit a pass in. And for no blitzes to be called and to still get 6 sacks, man, I give all credit to the like I said, to the linebackers, the safeties, the corners. You know what I'm saying? They stood on business. They stood on their assignments. You know what I'm saying? Didn't let anybody get free and open, and then that just really changed the game for them dudes, man. Like, I'm talking about Kansas City changed the game for them, where Kelsey couldn't even get involved. They never really went to any kind of running game. You know what I'm saying? Well, when you fall behind, you know what I'm saying, by multiple scores, you really gotta scrap the run game, because you gotta try to get back fast with chunk yards and things like that through the air. Um, it was total domination, man. Total domination, yo. Like, can't say other than what that Seattle Denver Super Bowl, like, domination, where it was just from the beginning whistle to the end, straight domination. That's what I got from the game, man. It's total domination.
Yeah, man. Couple comments on IG, man. I mean, oh, well, dude, for you, my whole government though. My bad, bro. I apologize for that. But
But wait, what's
Nike
his what's his what's his screen name then? Like what?
Rogers 197. But you know why
Oh,
I was reading it from a different tab because I was looking at it the whole different way. I didn't have it popped up like
oh,
Larry has it.
I'm like, where did his name even come from?
No, no, because on the phone, I'm looking at it on my phone instead of the
Okay,
the PC.
okay.
So it was like totally different. It shows like everything. That's why I said that. But night to remember, definitely a vibe, man. I mean, man. And then someone got on here, oh Rogers again. Vic defense coordinator of the year. Definitely, man. I mean, them guys showed up, man. I mean, like Tone said, you win and lose during the trenches. That defensive line was able to cause havoc up front, but the back end definitely held the fort down and not letting these guys get open and stuff like that. And
The
that was
pick six.
my whole thing with Will when I was talking to him. I'm like, bro, I'm not scared of anybody on that team. They don't have any playmakers. Kelsey's not the Kelsey he used to be. And it's just not going to be enough. But man, it just I can't believe that we won that easily. I mean, I was already at the third quarter, like, man, this is gonna be lit tonight. But yeah, man. So what changes do you think KC needs to make?
Well, I mean, I think anybody who wants to win, a Super Bowl or just be, competitive. From what I said, to y'all, even in the last couple of weeks, the rebirth of the running back position, that really shows you that you can't just be a passing team. Like you got to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the defense on their toes with somebody who can, even if they ain't running 60, 70-yard touchdowns, but somebody who can get them chunk yards, get them first downs. You know what I'm saying? Had them linebackers coming up and where you can use the play action and all them type of things working, man. So it ain't just gonna say I ain't gonna just say Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Everybody around the league, obviously, you got to take notice and try to follow the blueprint of what the Eagles did this year, man. You know what I'm saying? Having a balanced, attack on offense, through the air and on the ground. And then you got to have a stout defense, you know what I'm saying? Stout defense that's going to win in the trenches. And, you know what I'm saying? Have shut down, corners, you know what I'm saying? Uh, like I said, I can't even hate no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the everything is out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you got I think even to your point, like I still heard a reporter coming at Jalen, still saying he don't think he's elite. You know what I mean? Because, he's just making like stupid points. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like you can't say that somebody's not elite. Well, to me, I don't think you can put somebody over somebody if they ain't win a championship. Like you that gotta mean something. Especially if you got substance behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think nobody would make a case for like a Trent Dilfer, you know what I'm saying? To be like, oh, he's elite. Like, nah, he stunk. He just had a nice defense, you know what I'm saying, that put them on, man. But if you got substance behind what you're doing, man, the numbers looking good, like, his numbers in his two Super Bowls that he played, you know what I'm saying? Like 142 rushing yards. I think like almost 800 passing yards, 7 total touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you say that this man is not elite or what I'm saying, a top tier kind of quarterback? You know what I'm saying, that could win you these type of games. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you put into a quarterback, or that's what you're going to measure anyhow. If you think they could win, that game. You know what I'm saying? So until the Joe Burrows of the world, the Josh Allens, the Lamar Jacksons, until they get there, man, they got to stop trying to, you know, crown these guys for being something that they not. Like they still can't beat Pat Mahomes. Like, so why are we still talking about those guys being? They want them to be. You know what I'm saying? They want them to be, but until they do it, man, you can't. It's a what if. You know what I'm saying? What if? Because Mahomes still leads them. Oh, that's what the boy said. The boy said that if that he was like, when you hear Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, that's must see TV. He's like, you hear Joe Burrow and Josh Allen, or Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson, that's must see TV. He's like, who on the NFC is must see TV? What quarterbacks are you, screaming for or yelling for? He was like, so if you was to put Jalen in the AFC, he was just like, you know what I mean, like with Mahomes and the rest of Burrow and all of them. He's like, he wouldn't be doing all of that. So the one boy was like, so this dude broke that video down of this guy saying this, right? And then he was like, well, dang. He was like, well, oh, matter of fact, Cam Newton said that. I'm sorry, Cam Newton said that. And then the dude broke down Cam Newton video and was like, well, he's like, well, damn, Cam. He was like, you played the game. And he was like, and you on the set with all these reporters. He was like, they don't do their homework. He's like, because you might not do it because you're the big Cam Newton guy. You just sit in front of the camera and you're going to talk. Whatever paper they give you, you're going to say. But he was like, Jalen Hurts is 15-4 against the AFC. He's like, so he's like, what are you talking about? He was like, do they not? He's like, just because they're not in the conference, he's like, he still got to play against the conference, and he's like, he has a winning record. So he's just like, I don't understand what this guy's saying. Still, for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know what Jalen Hurts must have slept with all their daughters or something. Because I don't know why they hate this dude and won't give him, his flowers, man. Because yeah, I don't what just like Tyrese said, what else do you want me to do? Like, what else? What else? There's no more that he could do winning the Super Bowl, unless he just becomes the owner of the NFL. Like, there's nothing else that he could do in the NFL and still not getting the credit. It's crazy. I don't know.
Yo, listen, and you know what's crazy? But Jalen Hurts, he's unbothered by it, bro. He don't care about that, and that's what I think. A lot of people get caught up, and I put a comment on somebody's post, and I put, look, Jalen's elite in different ways, and he learned how to win in a different way. Everybody just expects a quarterback to throw for 400 or 500 yards and get 5 touchdowns, and they're like, "Oh, he's the best quarterback." This and this and that. All right, so he's the best. What has he won? And that's to your point. He's been there twice. He's outperformed the so-called quote unquote next GOAT, next person, next quarterback in line, the face of the league, and Patrick Mahomes. And it's like, bro, he outperformed him twice. He just won. And then now everybody still, for whatever reason, doesn't want to give this man his credit. But look, like he's unbothered by it. He don't even care. I mean, like, and this is me personally. Like, obviously, I want them to win more than another one, but I really hope he wins another one just to put that to bed. Just because of the fact that that's it. Oh well, he just won one. There's a lot of quarterbacks like a Trent Dilfer and this quarterback and this quarterback, but these guys didn't perform at a high level. This is your so-called quote unquote goat, the next goat that you have, and Patrick Mahomes, and he just beat him and he outperformed him twice. So it's like, yo, when is it going to be enough? I just think this team can beat you in any way. So they can either run the ball and beat you, pass the ball, or have a balanced attack, or the defense could win you a game. So is an actual team versus these other teams like Lamar Jackson and them, where he needs to be running and making these crazy passes and all that stuff, and he hasn't won anything. Same thing with Josh Allen. Like, he's straight athlete, great talent, but it's like, yo, when it comes down to it. And then the other thing is, like, this dude is so poised and so calm during these big games, and he just dealt with so much adversity through coming up through college and all that stuff. And then even in the NFL, when he got here, it was controversy because Wentz was here. So it is a lot of things that are going on, and the other part is with him constantly having change in the offensive coaching is a whole other element. You know what I mean? You got Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes had the same stability, the same offense since he's been drafted here. They traded for him on draft night. They got him. Ironically, it was from Buffalo. They got him there, and boom. You know what I mean? Andy Reid dictates the offense. And we all know that from Philadelphia that we've been here. He always ran the offense. So it's like he had such a structure and stability, and for us to beat that team, that quarterback, that coach, it just speaks volumes to how they were able to put this team together and stuff like that, man. So I see nothing but, before when we won with Doug Peterson, where he was saying like, oh man, like this is the new norm. Like, I really think this is a lot more. There's a lot more truth to that with this team, because a lot of the offensive players are coming back. Defense, we got a little work to do there, but the main key players, besides Bourne, like, this team is still locked in. You got Josh Sweat, that, obviously we got Brant BG going out and stuff like that, but you know what I mean? A lot of the key players are coming back, and we have a lot of assets through the draft that we can replace these guys, man.
Yeah, one thing that I got after the game, um, obviously, of course, it's how bad KC played, and you seen all the posts and the reports. Oh, let's put the goat talk to bed. We know who the goat is. This, that, and the third. I think people get caught up a little bit too much into that. With uh Mahomes being a GOAT. No way. Even if he would have won the game on Sunday, that wouldn't have made him the GOAT. Like he's still with Trell, the quote unquote GOAT right now, by 3 Super Bowls. So, what I mean? It's still hurdles that he would have to still climb to even get that title. So I don't know who was ever arguing that he was the GOAT. Like, what I mean? Like before that game versus to now, oh, let's put it to bed. I'm like, yeah, he's in the making or the running of being it once his career is finished. Because I don't even think after, well, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you heard, but I don't know if I even was hearing like when Tom Brady had 4 Super Bowls, was they trying to say he was the GOAT? You know what I'm saying? Like so much of how they trying to say that Mahomes is like, and plus, like, all right, and my thing is they grinding him up this year. What if they come out and win the Super Bowl next year? They're gonna be back on his dick. Like, so it's like, yo, man, like, yeah, he played a bad game. He got beat terribly. You know what I'm saying? You want to see how he bounced back? Is it over? Could this be the end of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this the end of it? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know who was thinking he was the GOAT, prior, you know what I'm saying? But if you get caught up in all of what everybody else was talking about, then I
Nah,
then I
you
guess. But
definitely, man. And I mean, if you go back and think about when Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl, he wasn't even, uh, to my knowledge, if I can remember correctly, it was the defense that won that game. He wasn't balling out, doing nothing crazy. So, like to your point, like after he won a lot, that's when he turned into Brady, and everyone started giving him his flowers and stuff like that. But I mean, this is somebody that has already been in the Super Bowl twice and hasn't really folded. The only thing that was the difference, that fumble in the first Super Bowl was costly. You know what I mean? And this time he got the job done, and everyone was still just questioning his ability and his talents and all that stuff. I just think it's just because he's not. You're not really going to get him in any controversial thing. He kind of just keeps even kill. He's strictly business. Like even yesterday at the Jimmy Fallon show, like everyone was taking the beer, doing the shotguns with the beer. He ain't even drink. He's just like, what I mean. He's not really. He's like, bro, like he has a whole other like outlook and how he wants to build his brand and protect his brand and stuff. Because I listen, man, and we talk about it a lot on this podcast. And listen, if I offend anybody, it is what it is. But we talk about a lot about the minorities and them getting an even shake and all that stuff. And best believe they're probably waiting for this man to mess up or have a hiccup. You know what I mean? And my thing is, he's smart enough to know that, and that's just the way he carries himself. And that's like a lot of people, even when he does his press conference, it's just all straight, like real vanilla and stuff like that. He don't really, besides the lines that he'll drop, that's it. And everyone's just looking at him like, all right, boy, like you can't be that nice. You know what I mean? So I think
mhm,
that's what it is, honestly. Like he's just not flamboyant enough for them. Like Lamar, he's an exciting player. He's just running around doing all exciting stuff, running down the field, going all crazy, with the chains, grills, all types of stuff. It's that kind of thing, and that's not his thing. He just likes he found another way to win, and you can't take that from him, man. Look, like we'll see what happens when his career is all said and done, but I mean, with that offense still 95% intact, I think is one starter not coming back from the offense, and like I think really like it is going to be a problem for the near future, man, because of the fact that you know it just got a perfect formula right now. So we'll see what happens.
right, right. Yeah, man. Like like I said, man, everybody got to finish, their careers obviously to be, judged or where do they, rank people at. I seen they came out with I don't know if they did this today or if the board just pulled it up. Dude, I follow on IG pulled up the top 10 quarterbacks of all time. And the way they got everything, I think they had Tom Brady first, Joe Montana second, Peyton Manning third, and then they had Mahomes fourth. I think number five was like John Elway. Um, John Elway was up there. They had Drew Brees up there. Brett Favre, Terry Bradshaw. Now I know that had to be something to do with his championships because I mean I don't know if Tom Terry Bradshaw was ever like a star-studded quarterback that was ripping through the league all crazy like that. The game was different, a lot different back then. They would definitely wasn't throwing the football, what I'm saying, like how they are now. So he was just happened to be the quarterback of a team that won 4 Super Bowls, what I'm saying, during his tenure. So, but the top three, I definitely would say is solidified. You know what I'm saying? And if Mahomes continues to win, or if he even stays where he's at right now, as far as the rings he got, then what I mean. Number four would probably be as high. Well, maybe you get the third spot. I don't know how people would feel about the Peyton Manning thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Peyton Manning was a great, he's a great quarterback, great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He ran into fucking Tom Brady always being on his side. You know what I'm saying, and not being able to get past that game or get to the game to win multiple championships because he probably should have had obviously more than just the two that he won. You know what I'm saying? Given the greatness that he possessed and how he had those indie teams playing. But and the same thing, the same case you could make, like I said, for Mahomes with these other guys. That's the Islands and the Jacksons and all that. You know what I'm saying? Until they beat him, or until they get past them, and they gotta hurry up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like they ain't spring chickens. Like their careers is
Yeah,
definitely is going on, and year after year after year after year. Like at what point do you just say, hey man, what I'm saying, when we gonna do it? And there's 3 quarterbacks other than Mahomes, obviously that we're talking about, and none of them are gonna go on no tear. Like you think about it, that means if 3 of those quarterbacks go on at least like a 2 ring tear, that's the next 6 to 8, 10 years. They ain't gonna do that.
right.
Those dudes ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
You
I
know what
mean,
I'm
you
saying?
see what
So
happened with Aaron Rodgers. He
right.
won.
You
He
know what?
won.
He was up there too. He was up there
Yeah,
too. In that top 10.
right,
You know what I mean? So yeah, A Rod. He only got
right.
one ring. So man, winning that Super Bowl, dog, is a hard thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Especially, what I'm saying, like you said, as a minority quarterback, what I'm saying? They ain't gonna give you the love, they ain't gonna give you the praise, they ain't gonna put you, in a top spot. And plus they probably want him to react a certain way, when they saying these type of things, you know what I'm saying? Because you try to tear somebody down, you talk some stuff on them, you'll get a reaction, you know what I'm saying, where they might say something out of character, you know what I'm saying? But I think the ball plays is so cool that they don't like that. They want a reaction from him, but what I mean, they ain't gonna get it. So they gonna continue to try to talk down on him, but what I'm saying, he just won a Super Bowl, man. So ain't nothing you can say to him now.
Bro, so two things. The first one, I was talking to somebody today, and they said that Jalen gave him Russell Wilson vibes.
Russell
Do you
Wilson
agree with
vibe.
that?
Russell Wilson.
Like, he compared him to Russell Wilson. Like when Russell Wilson won with Seattle, that
I
they
don't,
compared, like he was like, I don't know, man. I think he's gonna be like a Russell Wilson. Like he won one.
just win one and then like
Yeah,
just not do
yeah,
anything else. I guess.
yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
man. I think like I could kind of see where he was coming from with that, but I'm like, nah, bro. I was like, I think he's got at least one more.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, shit. I mean, shit. Russell Wilson should have had two. You know what I'm saying? We blame Pete Carroll for that dumbass shit.
Man, Marshawn Lynch, man.
Beast, man. There'll never be nobody like him, yo. That's a funny dude, yo.
Yeah. Yeah, the
What?
other thing too, man, like that, like you were just saying, man, like even after the game, two things, like the one he sat there, just lit up a cigar and just stood calm, just there. And then I don't know if he caught the clip with him and Devontae talking.
No.
Devontae Smith. So Devontae Smith, like literally tears down his eyes. He just won in front of his home crowd, caught the touchdown, and he goes up to Jalen on the sideline. He's like, "Man, I want to tell you, I just appreciate you. You gotta see it, man. It's pretty cool." And Jalen's like, "Listen, man, like you deserve this." Like he's just telling he like giving him all the feet like, oh no, it's you like all that stuff, and he's like, we not done though. Like, you know what I mean? So it
Mm.
just shows you like how like mentally locked in this dude is in, man. So but I don't know if Larry's still on there behind the scenes, but I just wanted to shout everybody out on IG. And we got some comments popping up. We got Kendall just tuned in.
Yeah, what are you talking about, man? What this boy
Sports
talking about?
Live. There you go, right there.
You
And then we
welcome.
have Alina jumped on IG. We have let me see what else jumped on. Well,
Yes,
comment.
though. Yeah,
Oh,
I
there it
can't
goes
see
right there.
anything.
And then there was also a question. If you could go back, there it goes. Yo, Tone, what's your next move for a new squad next year, bro?
Yo, everybody, yo, don't worry
And
about
Alina
me,
said
man.
there's you got some space on this side. She said we welcome you with open arms. That's what she
Yo,
had on there. I
who
saw
said
it
that?
somewhere on
Who?
it. Alina, she said, hold on, let me go back to her comment. She said we're gonna welcome you with open arms.
But now listen, I know I'm the top free agent out here, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to you know what I'm saying, the football squad, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, man, I'm just enjoying life, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm carefree, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the NFL, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll just be reporting on here like Stephen A, you know what I'm saying, or something like
Playing it
just
safe. You
just
say I'm
just just
playing it safe.
I'm just giving my intake, you know what I'm saying, giving my perspective every week, man. That's what you could expect from here on out from Tone the promoter, TTP, baby.
Yeah, man. I listen. I a lot of people, when a lot of people are like, I don't want to say scared. They just be so like weird when it comes to like rooting for a team because like nobody ever wants to be wrong, or somebody never wants to be like embarrassed or like put themselves out there and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it'll be like something as simple as, "Yo, who you got winning? Give me the score." And everyone's like, "Yeah, like 15, 20 people. Only like 3 people gave a score." Like it's like
Right.
it's cool, bro. Like don't let the fandom like don't shy away from it. It's part of the. Oh, he said, "No, I told bum ass over the Cowgirls." Chill, Chill ain't chilling on you, bro.
Yeah,
You
no,
just
he
stay over
cool.
there.
Yeah, hey, listen, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yo,
cool.
Dak,
I'll be
Dak
in it.
said, Dak said they right there, man. He said, I just saw Eagles win, saw Washington play out, NFC Championship game. We right there.
Yeah, I think he on that Jerry juice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
a
what I
little bit
said.
of
I
that
said, yo,
Jerry
you been
juice.
hanging around Jerry Jones too much.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
like
bro, like, I mean, damn, like y'all got a few weapons on offense, but that and Michael Parsons, don't forget Diggs is out for the year. I'm like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. That
yeah,
was crazy.
he just wanted to say something. I think it might be in their contract. Like, look, y'all just say some stupid shit like that, keep us, in the media. You know, so like for my, I'd have been like, man, I don't want to talk about that shit. Like, don't, you know what I mean? Ask me about us. Like, I don't want to talk about somebody else. But then to make that comment, I'm like, what? You talking about head to head matchups? Like, really? That's what you going off of?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So when you had Thanksgiving dinner, you're like, yeah, I beat you 75 times in a row, but I won the championship at the end of the year. That don't matter. I don't mean anything. I still beat you 75 times. I was like, Dad, you sound dumb.
I
I don't
got
even know why. I don't even know why he said anything. Like I said, I wouldn't have answered the question.
I got a crazy comment for you, Tom. You gonna like this one. You might have to clear this one, or we'll just leave it alone. He said, Tone's a free agent.
Someone's a free agent. Yeah, with the fan, as far as a fan,
Perfectly flawed, just put that up. She said, you a free agent.
yeah, as far as the football team, right? Like,
Yeah, right. Listen, I'll let you if you want to go into it, I'll
yeah,
let you.
yeah, no, that's the
Leave it at
football.
that.
Yeah,
Let's digress.
yeah, nah,
Another belt
football.
to ass comment. That's like the new cliche right now. Belt to ass.
Yeah, belt the
Everything
ass.
belt to ass.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely was, man.
We'll
Definitely was.
put it up, and Melina put it up. Belt to ass. She also put free agent. Tone a free agent, right?
No, I'm a football fan, man. That's all. I'm just an NFL football fan.
Oh man. Oh man, that's crazy. A lot of comments, man. Shout out to you guys tuning in on IG. We really appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Salute to y'all.
man, so I know you want to get into it, man. Last night's game with Joel Embiid. Let's talk about it.
Obviously in the back in my background, you know what I'm saying, I got the Sixers game on now. We playing Brooklyn. Um, my thought process. Obviously, we can't trade the guy this year. Well trade deadline passed anyhow, but couldn't trade him because it signed him to that the extension contract and whatever, and the rules permit for you to trade this guy. But I'm telling you, the Sixers want to be anything with the guy Tyrese Maxey, on their roster. They got to get rid of the dude 21, man. He's in the way. He's in the way. We gave Paul George way too much money. Where this boy, he got more podcast clips than field goals made or something like that this year, like, or something crazy. Like, so clearly he's in a situation I think where he knows he came to a team where he don't have to be the man. And he's really playing like that. Like he's really playing like on some cool, calm, collected. I don't see no dog in Paul George whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Like whatsoever. Like this dude does not look like he want to do anything but get home to do that podcast. You know what I'm saying? So uh I love Maxie, man. He shows fight. He shows that he wants to win. You know what I mean? We see the progression that he makes every year, year after year after year, getting better. You know what I'm saying? I just think his mental, to the game is getting better. You know what I'm saying? His him gaining that veteranship, you know what I'm saying, is getting me by a little bit better. So it's time to build around Maxi and get rid of the process, you know what I'm saying, and try to just, move on in that direction, man. Maxi he gives me. I mean, no, I'm not saying he AI, but he gives me no AI vibes, man. Where he could be a little guy that could, take charge, lead the league in scoring. You know what I'm saying, per se. You know what I'm saying. You just got to put something behind him in the pause and getting the proper, helpmates that he need, man. So, uh, like I said, we talked behind the scenes, before coming on in that last possession, of the game where, yeah, a lot of people we cried, we complained about, and be playing on the perimeter or being out on the perimeter. But last night was one of the times where I would have been okay, you know what I'm saying, with him firing up that shot at the end of the game because you were wide open. Like you had time to even think about it. And then you still took some dribbles and, you're not the best ball handler, lose the ball behind the back. Yes, we had another chance, to tie the game with a late possession with Tyrese Maxey shot an air ball on the three. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like making the right basketball plays at the right basketball moment. There's things that Embiid still struggles to do, man. I think his passing is still not good, man. He makes some of the most idiotic passes, or they just don't be crisp, and not on, in the chest of guys, man. Like I don't know, man. He's just really, really this year. I don't know if it's because of the money that he got, man, but he's changed. He's changed as far as his mental, how he's handling the game. Even a situation with Kelly Oubre the other night. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you like I said, I just don't understand how he was coming at Kelly Oubre, and you were the first guy there. You didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So how could you get mad at somebody else who didn't do it when you was the first man on the line, the front line, and you did absolutely nothing either? Like that didn't need to happen. You know what I'm saying, on the sidelines. That's just showing you how bad the season's going. You know what I mean? And how, these people aren't everybody not seeing eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Morey got to do something with this team, man. It's like it's crazy how we came into this season thinking that something was going to be, with who we signed, and it's just been a complete disaster. You know what I'm saying? I think opposite of what anybody could have thought. You know what I'm saying? Would have happened. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this team might not even make the playoffs, dog. They might
Yeah,
even make the playoffs, and they're losing with with the top three guys playing too. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like they still injured or this guy's not in the lineup, that guy's not in the lineup. Obviously, Embiid still can't play back to back, so of course he's not playing tonight. But last night we had all three guys, you know what I'm saying, and lost to a Toronto team.
yeah, they
like,
just don't
like
have no type of like continuity, nothing, nothing at all, man. I mean, listen, I agree with you, man. We thought that this team was going to be all right, we didn't put them up there with like, we knew the Knicks, Boston, you know what I mean, a couple of the teams, Milwaukee. We still had some work to do and stuff like that, and we still had to see what actually would happen. But starting off the year without even Embiid on the floor, it was like, what's going on? Like after he got a contract, so it was just weird. But before I continue on the Sixers talk, shout out to Lady Leo, she jumped on, and Kane Digital also jumped on. So shout out to you guys on IG.
What's up,
Um,
y'all?
yeah, and then the whole Kelly Oubre thing too. Like we was talking about it before the Super Bowl on Sunday. Like I ain't even understand all that. It's like, yo, you just got back. You haven't been on the floor. I made a post about it when he was probably was like, yo, how many minutes you been playing or how many games you been playing? Like it's just weird, man. All I gotta say, and obviously this won't apply to you, Tone. The Sixers organization is very, very, very lucky that the Eagles made this Super Bowl run, because if not, that spotlight would have been shining on that team. And then now that, obviously the parade's on Friday, everyone's still going to be, excited and stuff for the next couple weeks. But those two-way, fans that cheer on the Sixers and the fans like myself, man, now the spotlight and the focus is going to be on that team. Because honestly, like, dude, it was like 2, 3 times I was looking up tickets. I'm like, damn, I should go to the game. It was like $8 a tickets, $2 tickets. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going down there. That's
Right,
how bad it is. That's how bad it is. Cause
right.
I'm like, damn, I ain't doing nothing. Oh, who they playing? Oh, that's a pretty good team. Should I go see KD? They was playing the Suns. $8 tickets. I'm like, after work, I'm like thinking about. I'm like, $8 parking. Nah, it's not worth it. But
Hmm.
that's kind of like what it's come to, and they're super lucky that the fans and everyone's attention has been on the Eagles. But in a couple weeks, man, it's gonna become it's the attention's gonna be there because they got the Phillies also started today, but man, that focus is gonna be on there after the All-Star break. That's when basketball starts ramping up anyway. And man, they're gonna get a lot of attention, man. And the way this team's playing and how things are looking is bad, really bad.
Man,
Um,
the attention gonna be on the Flyers, man. I ain't worry about the damn Sixers, man. Yeah, man, you about to go down there and see what the ice looking like, man.
yeah, I'd rather go to a Flyers game than the Sixers game right now.
Yeah,
I
real
ain't even gonna
shit.
hold.
Yeah, real shit, man.
Yeah, but definitely, man, it's just but all the expectations, man. PG, I just look at him. I just look at him like right. I see right through him. I'm just like, this dude's here for a check. He's like, man, you think I'm just gonna run up and down the field? I mean, up and down the court and like play hard for what? Like, you know what I mean? I just don't. I can't believe it, honestly. Like you would have told me like we would have been this bad. Like, you know what I mean? I would have expected to have been in somewhere in that 4 or 5 range, 6 range
Hmm.
with that talent.
Hmm. Right, right, right.
It's like nothing's has gone well. So, and then I don't even want to get into the whole all-star thing, like Maxi not making that. I was like, what's going on? That just pissed me off. I'm like, how is this dude does not get in? You know?
Yeah, Dame Lillard, man. Dame Lillard. They still, I guess, view him as, being one of the marquee top guards, in the A. But like, I mean, and this ain't us being biased or anything like that, man. But if you're a fan of the game and you really pay attention to how people play and how they get better, man, Tyrese Maxey has just he elevated his game every season, man. Every season, the next season that he comes and play, it's just something different that you see about him, or that you like, damn, I mean, he worked on that, or he did this and he did that. That's last year playing against the Knicks, yo. That was probably the best thing I think he said that could have happened to him in like a tough playoff series. Because he was like, they beat him up. He said it. He said they beat me up. You know what I'm saying? And what do he do? He's like, okay, I gotta get stronger. You know what I'm saying? So I could not so much that they're not gonna beat him up again, but just so he can absorb that. You know what I mean? His body could be right for the punishment that these teams may try to put out there. And what do he do? Come in there, shoulders all wide, you know what I'm saying, looking like he should have been tested, you know what I'm saying, for
He looked like
Foreman Hanson
baby
drug.
Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
That's
Like,
who he came
you
back
know what I'm
as.
saying? But that's I'm just to my point of just him working, man. Him working to want to be better. You know, to want to try to get an advantage in the game and just be prepared, man. And he put it out there. He worked with Kobe, you know what I'm saying? And they really that mama mentality or things that Kobe said, they really instilled it and put it into their game, man. And I don't see that. I just don't see that. I've never seen it with Embiid. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen it with Embiid, man. Like I don't know if I've ever seen like yo, he's just locked in. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think to me, I don't even think he wants to play a full season. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if I ever seen a interview where he like, I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna try to, do this, do that. Nah, man, the way his body's set up, he just can't do it probably. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. Like I said, I just don't. I don't see him as the true leader of this team. I don't ever really see him grouping guys together. Shit. Other than this year, and it was only because they were doing bad. Do they have team only meetings? Do you hear him be calling? You know, people. Look, I had this meeting, man. We got to sit down. I'm gonna do this and do that. He's still a kid. You know what I mean? To me, the way he be acting and trolling and dancing and all. Nah, man, put all that to bed, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're a grown man leading in the city and leading a team in the city that's passionate about winning. You know what I'm saying? And you've been here long enough to adopt that. You should know what this fan base, wants for their team. And then, yeah, they was booing him last night when he lost the ball. You know what I'm saying? And turned that rock over. You know what I'm saying? And I hope he heard that and he felt that, and not so much on some like, oh, I want to get out of here type shit. Like, no, man, you should want to do better.
No, and I think unfortunately, like I think that's the route he'll take because he's such a, he's quick to go. He gets easily distracted with like the whole social media thing, and he'll be wanting to do the trolling when things are good. You see him trolling a lot, and I think once the pressure gets to that point, like I think he's just going to ask to get out. And then the other thing, just like you said, like there's just the whole thing about the leadership. You saw it on display Super Bowl Sunday. You got Jalen Hurts out there. He got the whole offensive line and the tablet out, and he's showing them like they're going over stuff and stuff like that. And that just shows you, like, you know what I mean? I know it's a different sport, but those are the type of people you want leading the team. And then the same thing, like with Maxie, man. That's why when they did have that team meeting, I think it was about that. It's like, yo, you keep coming in late, doing this, doing that, all this stuff, like all this nonsense. And then it's like, but yet last week you want to come on the floor, finally play a game, and chew Uber out. And that's somebody to me, day in day, night in night out. He gives effort. Like you see that in Kelly Oubre. That's why I was happy when we re-signed him to come back
Hmm.
to the team. I was like, damn, I like him. He's a nice piece. He's a good
Hmm.
role player and comes off the bench, and he complements the team. But like you don't see that in PG. You don't see that in MB. Even the dude that we got, Yabusele, has that dog in him, has that, you know what I mean? Like, so like these are the type of players that's going at the end of once playoff basketball starts. You can't just, that's what I think a lot of these guys don't get right. Like you just can't turn the switch on and just have that all of a sudden. It's something
Right.
that you got to build throughout the season, and then that way when you get to that point in the season, that playoff basketball, everybody already knows that that's the continuity you have, the structure your team has, and everybody knows, like, without a doubt, like I already know Tone's going to do this. Like just from playing with him through the season, I already know he's going to cut and whatever.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Whatever it is, like those small little deposits that they make during the season that they cash in on the playoffs. And that's what Boston did last year when Milwaukee won. Same thing. And even like Giannis, like you even see that fire and that mentality during regular games. He's like snapping and stuff like that. But um, with basketball, obviously, let's stay on that topic. What do you think about the first game that Luca and LeBron played?
I didn't see the game. I wanted to watch that joint, but obviously, the West Coast, man, they 10:30,
It
man, and
started
working.
late, bro.
Yeah,
I
and then
started to
working,
watch it. I
and
caught the
then
highlights, but
yeah, I caught the highlights, of course, but you know what I'm saying, being having to be to work at 5:30 every day. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers ain't my team, so I'm definitely not, standing up to try to see to watch that. But what's funny about his his debut game is just like they was like him and Brownie has the same career amount of points for the Lakers, which was 14, because that's how much Luka scored his first game. I was like, okay, well, that was a crazy stat. But I don't know, man. Obviously, that's going to be the shit. They just got Dog Connect back, obviously, because that trade with their with the center board didn't go through. So, um,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Wow.
They got a whole dynamic. You know what I'm saying? That they gotta obviously come into the fold. A talent that Luca is. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, offensively, what I'm saying, is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to see how it works. With them, they're gonna be a different team, obviously, because they're not gonna be inside out. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty much gonna be outside. You know what I'm saying? And run and gun. They might be a little bit more run and gun. You know what I'm saying? Because of the people that the wings and things that they have. So I don't know. It's gonna be a great second half of the season. For the teams who's obviously competing to be something. You know what I'm saying? Because even if us as the Sixers make a push for that play-in spot. Do you really want to be? Do you really want to be in that position? You know what I'm saying? To go against a Cleveland or Boston or even a Milwaukee, like.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't see them turning that switch on. Like Maxi will be all right. Like the guys that I just mentioned will be fine. But like Embiid, and that's the thing is like you expect to jump back into the lineup and be the main focal point of the offense, or demand the leadership. And it's
Hmm.
like, bro, you haven't led this team or displayed any leadership abilities throughout the season by leading by example. Case in point, getting ready for the season, coming in injured or whatever. You already had it set up in your mind that you weren't playing back to back games, and it's like, how do you think your players, your teammates on the team, will respect you? So it's just,
Hmm.
man, it's just gonna be a bad. I don't even think by next year they'll be able to fix it, man. Honestly, because they're just gonna have to figure out, like, look, man, I think it's time to move on. And I was surprised that they ain't trade, Paul George during the trade deadline. I was hoping to see him leave. I saw a couple other people leave. Like, even the assets they got back was like, all right, it's kind of like seemed like you was throwing the white flag anyway. You know,
Right. That's what I was kind
so
of
I
thinking.
was
I'm
like, yo,
like,
they should have dumped everybody. Who was still on the team? Gordon still on our team, or did he get
yeah,
traded?
Eric Gordon, yeah, he's
Yeah,
still there.
he should have been gone. Paul
But they
George,
remember they released. Oh no, we didn't release, but yeah, we traded the ball. We traded Reggie Jackson.
yeah,
But you should have traded Kyle Lowry or cut him.
yeah,
Like
Gordon, all of them. I would have just got rid of all of them. Like,
right,
look,
right.
just be done with it, and B, get your surgery, whatever. Go do what you gotta do, and just like hit a restart button now, and just
Right.
see what we end up with.
Well, to your
I don't know.
point,
Oh,
oh,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
bro.
Now I was going to piggyback off the point you made about like when you was like playing with somebody, playing pause, playing basketball. You know what I'm saying with your team. Like you get to know where your players are. Like you know what they do. So if you got an inconsistent guy that's in and out of the lineup. You know what I mean? And then when he's out of the lineup, you have that other person that's maybe steps in his role and they might do something different. So if you get used to what that person's doing, and then now in the playoffs, now he comes in there, he's gonna mess up the chemistry or mess up what he got going on or things that you normally would do. It's just like now you gotta change your game up again, to cater to this guy because he's inconsistently, on the court. And I think that's what it really is key for me, man, with when it comes to Joel Embiid. Like the consistency of him not being on the court is what it is. Not even so much that he gets hurt. Like, all right, you get hurt, cool. But you getting hurt every year. You need time off. You can't play back to backs. Um, no, it's not back to backs in the playoffs, but there are, some like maybe you play one day, you off a day, and you play the next day. Does that 24 hours? That's very, I guess, key or major. Like where you can play again in another day. Like, and do I expect him Well, could you expect him to play a long, grueling out playoffs? You know what I mean? Where say we went 6, 7 games every series up into the finals. If this team was up to make the finals, how would he be in the finals?
That's what I was gonna say. Like you're not in game shape to get through a playoff series. It's like, for instance, like it'll be kind of like just say as a comparison, it's like me or you. We started working out that first week, you sore. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? You sore, you like, damn, like walking around like, damn, I'm sore as shit. You got the 2, 3 weeks in, now your body's a little used to it because you've been working out. But then you stop for another week and then you go back to the gym. Now you sore again. So
Hmm.
it's the same thing like with the gameplay is like, bro, you're not in basketball shape. And if you keep taking days off and then you got the day, back to back, then it's 2 days that you get off after before the next game, then you finally play again. And then the whole continuity thing, like, like you're just never gonna be on the same page. Now you get dropped in. Oh, you made the play-in tournament. Oh, Embiid's back. All right, how you made it? Oh, because Maxi was carrying the torch, getting you
Hmm.
there. Now Embiid gets back inserted into the line. Now the whole game plan changed because he needs to throw up X amount of shots, or
Right.
now he's going to be
Right.
clogging up the key because he never gets down low. Now he creating traffic, for Maxi. It just him not being consistently on the floor is hurting the team, not because he's not there, but also for the game plan and just getting just having a certain offense that you're going to be running because when he's out of the lineup, it's a whole different offense that they're running.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, man. So that's definitely one of the things that Sixers. I hope they look at. After the season, man. Really, really. Buckle down and know that nothing else is going to happen. Because like I said, you give it one more chance. I guess you give it one more. You give it one more chance next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, but and who's to say he's going to come in next season healthy at the beginning of the year? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's guaranteeing that? Like, what would
He'll
be any
probably play in
different?
like a summer league or something, just like he did in the Olympics,
Right.
so he
So
could
he
get
could.
some type of trophy or something again. Like
That's what
that
I'm saying.
that one right there is still like for him not to come back and be ready for the season and but played in the Olympics
That
just
shows
did
you
it
what
for
he.
me.
Yeah. Right.
It's
That
not,
shows you
dude.
what he
I
really.
got a Joel Embiid jersey sitting in my closet. And I look at it and I just cringe. It's right next to the James Harden one, and it's right next
Hmm.
to the Matisse Thybulle one. I'm like looking at it like, damn, I need a new jersey now. I'm afraid to get Maxi jersey because I don't want to
I
jinx it.
know.
I'm
Right.
just not
Right.
rocking any
Right.
Sixers jerseys anymore. Everyone that I get, I'm like, damn, bro, like what's going on?
Damn, they done left the
I
team.
didn't have a
Wow.
Ben Simmons one though. I never did.
Yo, and he's still getting work, yo. That's crazy.
I don't know
Did
if you
he
got.
did he make his debut yet over there?
I'm not sure, man. Did you get a chance to catch the Golden State game with Jimmy?
No, I haven't caught a game yet. Obviously, just caught the highlights and stuff
Yeah,
like that. But
yeah. From what I heard, they look pretty good.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you know how Jimmy is, though, man.
Yeah, he
It,
he be
he
on fire
he
when he starts
yeah,
getting
right,
and
right, right. When he once somebody piss him off over there, it might be a rap. But um, he's normally calm, cool, collected in a regular season. It's when he gets to the playoffs where he turned it up. So um, that's what I think I'm waiting to see. You know what I mean, when it comes to Golden State, when they get to the playoffs, if he turns it up. Because like I said, man, he took Miami to the chip twice. Um, being that guy. You know what I mean? And now he's playing with a Steph Curry, who even though he's in his 15th year, still can, you know what I'm saying, obviously light it up. So probably the best shooter, obviously the best shooter that he's had, maybe his best teammate, you know what I mean, too, at this point in his career. So
right.
um
They're sitting in the 10th seed right now, man. I definitely think they could make a push and get there, man. I mean, you got Sacramento, Dallas, Timberwolves that are in front of them for that playing tournament spot right now. But
and look at that. You even got look at Dallas is in the mix of that?
they're an eight seed.
You know,
right
imagine
now.
if the season was to finish. Who number
But
one? It's
they just
OKC,
got a
right?
whole bunch of injuries out of nowhere. I mean, AD got injured, Gafford got injured, so you're gonna have a lot of shuffling down there. And I think they're gonna make a push and make the playoffs, man. Um, and we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, but think about them first round matchups that's possibly could be had if Dallas stays down there in the seventh, eighth seed. You got OKC
Memphis
and
and
Memphis
Denver,
that possibly could get knocked off by a Dallas team if they're 100% healthy. You know
right?
what I mean? So that's gonna be scary.
And the Warriors, man.
And then the Warriors will.
If Jimmy gets in, bro, I will be afraid of that seed. Like they
Yeah,
get in and oh man, yeah, because
yeah.
like the middle pocket, you got L.A., the Lakers, the Clippers, and Houston. So they're just gonna be battling that out.
You know, actually, the West is getting back to what they used to be, yo. Because
That
that first,
OKC team, man, and they got all those draft picks, man.
but you know,
That,
I mean, I don't know if they're gonna ship them joints away. You know what I'm saying? Because they can use them as leverage to try to get other players. But it's like they don't even really. I
they
mean,
don't
they.
even need nothing.
I ain't gonna say they don't need any because obviously you can obviously always add. But it's just like they got picks. What are they gonna do with them joints?
I wonder if they would have made a run for Luca.
Yo, so I did hear that.
Imagine that.
They did say that I forget what other teams. I wish I'd have either sent it to y'all or maybe wrote it down. But it were other teams that did call or that was trying to make themselves available for Luca. But I just think Dallas just wanted
They
a
wanted
big
it.
man.
That's
They,
what made sense. Because I mean, the way the team's constructed now, you could see them if everything goes well, which so far it hasn't because of the injury, but if everything goes well, they're healthy. You got Kyrie that could take over the game, AD that could dominate and have the defense. So they do have the pieces there, but everything just has to play out well for them. Like you said, man, if I'm a 1 or 2 seed, 3 seed, I'll be like, yo, we gotta play them. Like you're gonna get their best effort. There's some savvy veterans there, and
hmm
you're gonna have to beat them. You're not
and
just
they
gonna
and
easily
and
get
they
by.
made the finals last year. So
Right? Yeah, yeah, man. So I can't wait, man. Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up, man?
oh man, nah, man. Pretty much obviously this was the Super Bowl episode to recap that. Um, great game, great dominating game. I'm sure y'all was like I know y'all was obviously still on that high. Um, and like Joel said, man, if y'all going out to the parade, make sure y'all be safe and what I'm saying, do things the right way. Don't be out there you know tripping out and nothing like some of them videos that we that I did catch. It was still seeing some stuff. I mean, it happened. But yeah, like I said, protect yourself, man, especially if y'all going out there with your family, man. Protect yourselves, man. Have a good time. Enjoy that joint. You know what I'm saying? No, I won't be there. I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? In case anybody
Why
was
not, bro?
wondering. You know what I'm saying? In case anybody was wondering, you know what I'm saying? Like I would not be in the midst, even though I was out there on on Sunday night, you know what I'm saying? But I was pretty much security, you know what I'm saying, Sunday night. So but but uh
You was
like I said,
securing the GNT section.
yeah. Oh
Where's your
yeah, I want to
wristband
talk.
at?
You know what? Yeah, I want to
Where's
talk
your
about that.
wristband at?
I want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because there was some obviously videos surfacing. You know what I'm saying? Me dancing and all that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you know,
Yo, I
I
even saw you. You was like, "E," or then you caught yourself. You was like, "Oh,
no, I ain't see that. I was saying D-I-E. I wanted to die. That's probably the E you heard. Uh, but you know what I'm saying. So it's like I wasn't dancing, obviously
yeah,
celebrating. You know
Ty,
what I'm saying?
Ty just jumped on." And she said, "What's up, you guys?" All that stuff. But she said Tone was out there blowing the whistle.
No, I ain't had no fucking
Yeah, you
whistle.
was doing the whole
Yeah.
Gilly. Oh man,
Yo, but you know what I'm saying? I can't be somewhere, you know what I'm saying, hearing music and just, you know what I'm saying, being a bump on the log and nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? So, I was in there, you know what I'm saying, just enjoying the music, man, enjoying the time, you know what I'm saying, I had with
There you
GNT.
go.
Definitely wasn't bobbing with no, you know what I'm saying, on some Eagle vibes, you know what I'm saying. Definitely wasn't burning through my running through my veins or anything like that, you know what I'm saying. But had a good time, man. Had a good time, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Like it was a nice turnout, man. Um, you know what I'm saying? Dimensions was good to us all year, you know what I'm saying? So shouts out to them for that, man. And for letting us host there, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, embracing us with all of hey man, you know, just letting us do what we wanted to do down there, setting us up, you know what I mean, right, you know what I mean. So definitely salute, shout out to the Mrs. Raul, you know what I'm saying, everybody down there, man, Mikey, you know what I'm saying, everybody who had something to do with GNT, you know, being in that building, man, and flooding it out and, you know, bringing them people in that building, man. So salute the dimensions, man.
Yeah, man. Just like Tone said, shout out to Raul at Dimensions opening the doors, letting us do our thing. Man, it turned out great. And then Mikey always helping out. Alina always shouting us out from there. Lowe's actually the one that set everything up for us to meet with Raul. So shout out to Lowe as well.
Yeah,
But
shout out to Low. Yeah, for real. Yeah, shout out to
yeah,
Low. She definitely was the glue, you know what I'm saying, to making all this happen, man. Shout out to Low.
yep, yeah, she definitely was. But yeah, man. I mean, the Super Bowl party, man. It was great. Man, I had a time. We had a time. Even Tone had a time, even though he wasn't cheering for the Eagles. But everything went great. Everyone that took the advice prior to the Super Bowl of reserving your table and getting there early and all that. Shout out to you guys. We had like slight little hiccup with one of our folks, man. Sorry that happened. Larry. I know it was Larry's cousin. It was like a slight confusion and stuff like that, but hopefully we could work through that and future events, man. All I could tell you guys, we as we were getting the information, we were getting it out to you guys. So with the whole cover charge and tables and all that stuff. So for the future, that's one of the takeaways. Every time we do something, I'm the guy, and Larry said this before. I'm the guy that steps back and I look at from every aspect what we could have done better, and that's just the way I've been doing things my whole life, not just on the podcast. But
Hmm.
shout out to you guys, man, that showed up and get dabbed us up or hung out with us and made it a night, man. And again, thanks for all the people that accepted the rally towels, man. That was like the one thing that we wanted to happen, and we got the content with that. Very way we did. That's
Oh shit.
pops and stuff. So he probably getting it on there, but they're popping it on. Or a couple comments on IG. Little Miriam made it on. What's up, little Miriam?
Yo, Lil Miriam, it was nice to meet you once. It's like, no,
Oh, there we go.
Yep.
These niggas try to take my life, they fuck around, get killed. You fuck around, you fuck around, you fuck around, get fucked.
Yo, I was hoping they caught you on there, like with the Eagles.
No, they ain't catch you. You could catch me doing that because I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was definitely a time, man. I mean, whew, anytime. That's like the one thing. The only other thing that could cap that off for me is going to be actually being at the Super Bowl when my team is playing and wins. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that could top that. You know what I mean? But man, I got to chill with the fellas, with the team, our day one supporters, Ty, Keith, Will. Obviously, my kids pulled up and all that stuff, and
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
people that just be supporting us behind the scenes that we were able to bump into there and all that stuff, man. And it was a night to remember, man. Sure. But again, if you guys
Yeah. Everybody
parade,
came down there, man. Kane Digital showed
yeah,
up, popped out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like everybody was came down there, man, and showed face, showed love, man. So salute to all Rosemary, like everybody came out,
Yeah.
popped
She
out,
pop,
man.
that's what I told Larry. I said, yo, this is when I introduced him, you can ask him. I said, hey Larry, this is Rosemary. Don't mess this name up, or don't say you met somebody else, or
Yeah, right.
that's bro. He was like, oh,
Yo,
okay.
he said, okay. Well,
Yeah,
maybe I'm glad he wasn't on here tonight then, because he would have said, yo, man, I met such and such.
yeah, you just said somebody else. Hey,
Yeah.
I finally met you. But yeah, man, let's close this thing out, man. Any last comments or anything you want to go over? I know you got your whole laugh the pain away.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I'm signing off, then yeah, obviously not this Friday, but you know what? Before we even, go out to next Friday, man, tomorrow, man, the DJ that DJs at the Laugh the Pain Away show, DJ NI, I'm gonna be on his podcast tomorrow, man. So information for that and links and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post that on my story. If not tonight, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We got a interview and everything set up on his radio show that curator manager Taya, you know what I mean, set up. So, you know what I mean, shouts out to you, Taya, for setting that up. So be on, like I said, I'm be on his podcast, the DJs at Last Pain Away, man. Be on his podcast tomorrow, like I said. The handles and all that, links and everything for that. I'll be, coming shortly, if not tonight, tomorrow. And then next week, third Friday of the month, you know what I'm saying, February 21st, man, we are in Manayunk, Harold's Mark Enterprise. Last Pain Away tickets are still available. Of course, we got the free wine. You know what I'm saying? Dope lineup. Actually, it's the 2.5 Men comedy tour that Ken has been put together with Tommy Dangerfield and Cool Lash. You know what I'm saying? They from St. Louis. Down there, man. Listen, man. Funny duo, man. You know what I'm saying? I met them when they came and did our show, a few months back. So it's actually a Washington, D.C., Maryland, Philly, New York takeover for Laugh the Pain Away next week, because we are in Bmore on February 19th. We're in Washington February 20th. We're back in Philly the 21st, 22nd. Then we're in Harlem on the 23rd, which is Sunday. So Laugh the Pain Away, man. Just like the GNT thing, you know what I'm saying, when it first started, man, you crawling, you know what I'm saying, before you get up and start running and sprinting and things like that, man. But Laugh the Pain Away, man, I'm telling y'all, tap in, man. Tap in, man. We got comics, we got poets, you know what I'm saying, free wine. All of this is a movement that I started with my man Ken Jones, man. Well, I ain't started. Ken Jones started it, but he brought me along, you know what I'm saying, to be on his team, man. We doing some things, man. Like I said, branching out, not just in Philly, taking it to the tri-states, different states around the country, man. So tap in, man. Tone the promoter, Laugh the Pain Away. Like I said, we got a show next week, February 21st. And March I might be getting on the stage. If I could get 5 people after the show the 21st, right directly after the show, tickets for the next show goes on sale and they be $10. If I could get 5 people that will even send me the $10, I'll get your ticket for you. But if I get 5 people to send me tickets to come down to support, you'll see your boy Tone on the show on March in the March show. You know what I'm saying? Because one hand always watches the other, man. And all I'm asking for is support for the GNT, Laugh the Pain Away, all that, man. So you know what I'm saying? Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Laugh the Pain Away, GNT Sports Talk. Tone the promoter signing out. Let's get it.
Oh, they're gonna pop out and show out for that, man. You might have 5 people by the night. You will have 5 people by the night. And Taya just put down that she's gonna have to clip. But listen, what's next for GNT Sports Talk? I know football season's over. We're going to head right into basketball. We got baseball starting right back up soon. Before you know it, we're gonna have the NFL draft again and all that stuff. But this is my favorite time to brainstorm some ideas, put some things together that we've been talking about, making them happen, because that's what we do. So please stay tapped in with us, GNT Sports Talk. Until next week, let's get it. You already know.
Yeah, absolutely. You got some shit you're gonna worry about, but you gotta check yourself. You're either gonna pray or you're gonna worry. You can't do both. God got it. God know I work too.
Last year we got hit with it worse. Had to till it one start, then our season just got put in the hearse. But I feel like it's a gift and a curse, we learn from it. And we don't stay stuck on that page, we turn from it. Lost Kelsey, but ain't stopping nothing. Still gon' run up all them steps till we rocky something. Put your corner right on ice, so Smitty hockey something. This and white right up the middle, better block or something. All my birds come correct, know they ready to battle. Stole Saquon from New York, took a bite of they apple. AJ for the slant, so be ready to tackle. They call him Swole Batman, cause he ready to get at you. Lost Cots, but it's Carter time. Jordan Davis, Huff Sweat, name a better line. I got Slay for a pick for the money line. CJ back on the squad, he came just in time. And I ain't even mentioned Dallas, he's so underrated. And God watch Jake kicking, cause I know he made it. Stone Coop out the draft, and I know they hate it. And D was hearing all that noise, he gon' situate it. Fill it down on tough skin, you shouldn't play for it. Jalen Hurts, the realest in it, think he made for it. And ain't no phone under pressure, my boy prayed for it.